Hi guys, what's up and welcome back to the YouTube channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Shravani and I am a certified personal trainer and a sports nutrition specialist. So a lot of my videos revolve around fitness, but lately I've been doing a lot of vlogs because I've been going out a lot more. So hopefully there is something out here on this channel that you enjoy and that convinces you enough to stick around. If you enjoy this content, then please be sure to subscribe and join the family. And now without any further ado, let's get right into this video. Okay, so I have just been sitting around drinking something that literally reminds me of childhood, and that is this vanilla Coke. I don't know how many of you have had it, but for those who have had it, how amazing is this? Like, I really hope it becomes more accessible, because in India it's so hard to find, and even when you do find it, like I got this for 175 rupees, which is ridiculous. But yeah, so I was just sitting around sipping on this, and I really thought about how, a few years ago I didn't feel like this kind of stuff fit into a healthy lifestyle, right? And it was a very confusing world for me initially when I started off on my fitness journey. Back in 2016 was when I started lifting regularly, but I had zero knowledge about nutrition, right? So I had these beliefs that I had to eat a certain way and restrict myself from eating certain foods in order to get fit. And at the same time, on social media, I would always see people in this industry saying you need to find what works for you. But I used to think, what exactly does that mean? Like, what is find what works for you? How do you define whether a certain program works for you or not? So today, 5 years later, as a coach, I feel like I'm in a better position to answer this for you. And what we're going to talk about today is how many, say, tries or iterations does it take before you find the program that really truly works for you. In my understanding, or in my opinion, a program that works for you is simply one that you can follow and stick to for an extended period of time, hopefully for the rest of your life. So this is where the very common phrase of fitness is a lifestyle comes into the picture, because it truly is. It's not a fad diet. It's not something you do for 3 months and that's it. It is a lifestyle that requires work every single day. But this at the same time doesn't have to be something that is so far away from how you operate right now that it becomes impossible to stick to. So that's what I define as something that works for you. Something that is aligned with your way of life right now, but requires you to make certain changes. One fine day you're like, you know what, I'm going to join a gym. And then you go ahead and join it, and you get one of the floor trainers to help you, or you hire a personal trainer, and turns out a couple of months later you absolutely hate it. And that's okay. I think there is so much of pressure in this industry to have to like lifting, and that's not necessary. I really believe that everyone has their own likes and dislikes, just like we all have our own preferences and tastes in food. I think the same thing applies in fitness. Everyone has a different way of working that they enjoy. But keep in mind, that also means that there are going to be different adaptations of these different styles of training, and there's going to be a trade-off here and there. But at the very core of it, if you don't enjoy what you do, it's going to feel more like a task than something that you get to do on a daily basis. So you're not going to appreciate it as much. So I think if you are just starting out, I would 100% recommend go out there and try as many different types of training as you can. Okay, that includes weightlifting being one of the most common ones. There's calisthenics on the rise. You can do MMA, you can do Pilates, because this is also on the rise in India. You can try out Zumba, you can just play a sport, you can go dancing. Whatever it is, go out there, explore it, and see if it gives you joy. Because at the end of it, the activity that you do to improve your health needs to feel rewarding, and that, in my opinion, is very subjective. Now let's come to step number 2. How do you figure out what the hell you need to do about nutrition? Every single person on this earth has an opinion about nutrition, because you have been eating all your life, right? And this is why out there in the industry, you're going to see so many opinions and so many people saying conflicting things. It gets confusing, right? Now, keep in mind that a lot of people get their information from YouTube, And there are a lot of influencers out there who are spreading information. Sometimes they don't even realize that it's misinformation, and sometimes they do because of brand deals and things like that. It's all run by sponsors. But at the end of the day, you can't go around blaming these people too much. It's high time that the audience really starts understanding how to differentiate between, forget information and misinformation, but at least whether you are gaining information from the right source or not. Let's say you fractured your arm. You're probably going to go to somebody who's specialized in that area rather than, say, a neurosurgeon, right, who has nothing to do with it. So when you are listening to information on social media, be skeptical, ask questions, and understand that research is more than just a Google search. What I would recommend is get in touch with a coach, even if you're not, let's say, signing up with them for a full-fledged program wherein they monitor your training and nutrition like we do at Team Meraki. You can still sign up for a consultation call. You can do that with us as well. So if you have a bunch of doubts, reach out to people who are certified in the area, because they will be better able to guide you. And sometimes even if they don't have the answers for you right then and there, they have their sources where they can extract information from and give it to you, and that's more likely to be accurate information. Indian food is great. It's very nutritious. It took me the longest amount of time to understand that I don't need to be eating grilled chicken and veggies for lunch and dinner just to be healthy or just to be able to hit my nutrition goals. I can eat my dal chawal, my sabzi roti. The one thing that Indians generally lack is a source of protein. In order for your muscles to recover, you're going to need protein. Apart from this, it plays a bunch of other functions in the body. I'm not going to dive too deep into that. You need to start identifying where you can improve. I would say the first step you should do is try calculating your protein intake on a daily basis. Do like a 3-day food log on an app such as MyFitnessPal. It's free of charge. If you don't know how to use it, I have a video on this. I'm going to link it up here. Check that out. Track your food intake. Find out on average, say 3 days, how much am I eating on average? How much protein am I eating on average? For most people, I would say for most Indians, if there's one tip I would like to give them, it is to include a source of protein at every meal if possible, or at least in a good amount for your lunch and dinner. Now, while I won't be able to give you like a full breakdown on what exactly you need to do with your nutrition, because that is so specific and so different from person to person that I just couldn't put out a general statement out here, but there are these little things that you can do. Say, apart from increasing your protein intake, maybe you want to identify the sources of, say, junk food or less nutritious food that you are incorporating into your diet. Maybe cut down on the number of times that you eat out, at least reduce the things that you know aren't adding value to your life. I really believe that if you start eating more fruits and vegetables, it's a game changer. If you start drinking more water, you're going to notice changes in your skin, in your mood, in your energy level. The thing about living a healthy lifestyle is really to focus on how you feel, and how you look is just a byproduct of it. So when you take the attachment of this physique goal that you have in your head because you've seen some model or some actress look a certain way on a certain magazine, and you focus on the performance aspect of it, and you focus on things like, how are you feeling? Are you feeling more energetic? Are you feeling happier overall? You know, when you really truly tune into the mental health aspect of it, exercising and eating well is going to do wonders for your quality of life. And I think if you're able to find that balance between training and nutrition by figuring out what you enjoy doing in terms of the training, so you end up doing it, say, 5-6 times a week because it's something you look forward to, because you're not being forced into doing something you don't enjoy. And at the same time, being able to eat the way you have been eating all your life with small amounts of change that may be uncomfortable at first, but things that you can get used to, things that will grow on you, and eventually you will notice the difference. I think if you found this balance, then you have found the program that works for you. And do I have an answer for how many iterations it's going to take, or how many, say, failed attempts it's going to take before you find that one program that you enjoy and you can stick to for the rest of your life? I don't have an answer to that, because I think for me it's been trial and error before I figured this out. And honestly, I think it's only after I became a coach and I acquired a little bit of knowledge in this industry that I've been really able to apply that into my life and into that of my clients. So I really hope that this video gave you some sort of an insight and perspective into what exactly is a program that works for you, and that you've been able to take back something from this which you can apply in your life starting today. I would love to hear your takeaway from this video. So if you would kindly drop a comment below, I would love to read it and get back to you on it. I just really want to know that everyone who's watching this video take something back from it. And if you have any feedback or you'd like me to cover any particular topic, leave that down below as well. I really want to make videos that are less mainstream. So if there is anything on your mind that you haven't seen covered on a large scale in the fitness industry, I'd love to take that up. So if you're interested in more information on training, nutrition, fitness overall, be sure to check out the rest of the videos on my channel. And that's all I have for y'all today. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.